This is my testimony for the year of 2020. No member of Helping Hand Ministries has come down with coronavirus. From the beginning of this pandemic up until this very day, no member has come down with coronavirus. You have heard stories about when churches come together, especially when there's a program, a large crowd. A couple days later, you hear that people that attended that event came down with the virus, and some even died from it. Well, we have had programs, and we also recently had a revival. The house was full. It was so full until there was not enough room for social distancing. And no one still caught the virus. God kept us covered. He kept us protected. From the beginning of this pandemic up until now, we have followed God's instructions, and we will continue to follow God's instructions. He has kept us covered. I remember about 2 years ago when we first started the ministry, and I appreciate the honesty of this person that I'm about to tell you about. A family member called me, and she told me that she had some negative feelings about us starting the ministry. And at the end of the conversation, she said that if God did not call us into the ministry won't work, it won't stand. Well, my hat goes off to you for your honesty. I didn't have to hear how you felt about it in the streets. So I have so much respect for you for telling me this yourself. But I'm here to let everyone know that God is in Helping Hands. Helping Hands is standing, and it's standing strong. And not only is He in Helping Hands, He's in us. Our Father in heaven is the driving force behind Helping Hands. Our Father in heaven is the one who runs Helping Hands. Our Father in heaven is the one who guides Helping Hands. Helping Hands do not belong to Pastor Stray. It does not belong to me. It belongs to Yahweh. We're just His vessels, following His instructions. So, my testimony again is that no one in Helping Hands has come down with coronavirus. We followed His instructions. We prayed, and I'm sure other churches have prayed next to be covered as well, and still came down with the virus. But we know that it's nothing that we did. We know that it was our Father in heaven that kept us covered. It was nothing that this flesh can do to keep us covered from the virus. Nothing. And we recognize that. We recognize that it was Abba, our daddy, who kept us covered. And we give Him all the credit, and we give Him all the honor as He deserves. He gave us instructions. We follow His instructions to the T. Even when it did not make sense, we followed His instructions. So I highly recommend, when God gives you instructions, follow His instructions. If He tells you to do something, He's got you covered. He went before you. It's already covered. You're already protected. Let Him be the GPS of your life. Let Him be the driving force behind your decision. If you are within His will, He's got you covered. But once you step out of the will of God, He is not obligated to cover you. So if you need to be covered, follow His instructions. Don't make decisions based on your flesh. Always, always include Yahweh in every decision that you make. And He will have you covered if you listen to Him. Walk out on faith and listen to Him. Don't sit there and wonder what you should do. I know there are some of y'all may have been wondering about some decisions that you need to make. But if you think about it, God already gave you the instructions. All you have to do is do what God already told you to do. All you have to do is walk out on faith and do it. He's got you covered. If He gave you the instructions, He's got you covered. He's not going to mislead you or misguide you. Follow His instructions. And I give Him all the honor and all the glory for keeping us throughout this pandemic. It was nothing that we did. Nothing. We simply followed His instructions. We had a pastor to come to our church. First time there. And I like what he said. He said, "This is an antivirus church. Ain't no corona up in here." I love it. And he was right. From the beginning of this pandemic up until now, no member has come down with coronavirus. No member. And I give our Father in heaven all the honor and all the glory. I cannot stop giving Him the praise. It was all Him, none of us. So let the Father guide you. And when He tells you to do something, do it. He's got you covered.